Welcome back, everybody. My name is Tank, and today we're talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano again. I'll be giving you guys my thoughts about where we are in the market, as well as where we might be heading in the near future. Now, recently, we did just take a trip downtown. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I go downtown, I like to bring my wallet and buy myself a little keepsake or souvenir to remember the time that I spent downtown. I don't go downtown very often anymore. I'm kind of old. So when I do, I like to buy myself something so I can look back 5 to 10 years from now and remember the good times that I had downtown with everybody in the crypto space. I think it'll be fun, guys. 5 to 10 years, look back and think about the crazy times we went through July 19th, July 20th, 2021, when everybody was super bearish, when everybody was saying crazy things about Bitcoin and the crypto space. I think it'd be a lot of fun. If you guys aren't catching my drift, I DCA'd a little bit. I didn't buy myself anything fancy, but I did buy a little something just so I can remember everything in the next 5 to 10 years. Anyway, going back to what's going on within the charts, as you guys can see, Bitcoin is trading for $29,665 as we speak. We are trying our best to maintain $29.5 or $30,000. We're trying to get back up to $30,000. Right now, if I look at the charts, guys, I see that we might actually catch some kind of support here. I don't know if it's going to last or maintain. If I show you guys the overall bigger picture on the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin, you can see that we're still well within this descending wedge pattern, which I will remind you guys, this is still technically a bullish pattern by the way we came into it. Which means the probability of us breaking up and out of this pattern is higher than us falling out of this pattern. It is just by a small percentage, but it is still there. I want to remind you guys, it is a bullish pattern still. We are in the middle to the end of this pattern. We do have about 16 to 17 more days for this pattern to technically play out in its entirety. So we guys got to give it time right now, guys. I think we got to let the will of the current trader and or investor, which is bearish, play out, guys. Honestly, guys, I think you know, we got to call it what it is. We're in a crabby bearish market right now. Right now, I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion. Might offend some people, but it's a very honest thing. I think the weak need to be shook out of this. The speculative weak hand, not really traders or not really investors, the people that got into the market trying to get rich quick need to get shook out of this market. And the reason why I say that is because this whole thing was driven by hype. And that's the whole reason why we're in the position that we're in. We really just shot to the moon in this past run. And it was all driven by retail hype. People saw the opportunity to get in on something real quick, you know, Dogecoin, meme coins, all these other crap coins and stuff like that. All these people from Robinhood, all these people that were riding AMC, GMC, got in on Bitcoin and just they didn't really believe in crypto. They don't know much about crypto. They just saw the opportunity to maybe get rich quick and they got wrecked. They got wrecked really hard when people were over leveraged, overextended, and the market movers and exchanges all saw it. Let me explain something to you guys. Same thing I explained to you guys real quickly yesterday. And this is the God honest truth, guys. This right here is market manipulation. This right here is market manipulation. This right here is you guys fulfilling the will of the market movers, the industries that wanted you guys to be bearish. All they had to do was put it out a couple of times, make the market move a couple of times for you guys to flip your whole mindset about Bitcoin and make you guys not bullish anymore, but bearish. That's literally what they do in everything nowadays, guys, whether it be news networks, political networks, especially the stock markets and all that stuff. They manipulate you guys to fulfill their wishes so they can get in and reap the benefits off your backs. Guys, the whole reason why they manipulated this market is so that they could get in after you guys do the dirty work and get us really, really low and then ride it all the way back up. They want you guys to come to the party. They invited you guys to eat at the party, but they had no intentions of you guys actually sitting at the table and touching that plate. I promise you guys. They had every intention to fool you guys into taking your plate and throwing it in the trash. And you guys are doing that by selling it off for them. You guys are doing their work. That's the God honest truth, guys. That's exactly what's happening right now. Nothing has changed as far as the fundamentals, the technicals, and the development for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano, which are the market movers for the crypto space. If Bitcoin moves, everything else moves. If Ethereum moves, everything else moves in DeFi. ADA is like one of the biggest projects right now that hasn't even launched smart contracts, but it's a market mover, guys. Let's be honest about it, guys. So I just want to remind you guys, You guys are doing exactly what they want you guys to do. You guys are being shook out of your positions, especially you long term. If you guys are actual long term investors, you guys are being shook out of your positions right now. I am not being shook out of my positions. I am doing the complete opposite of what they say. Watch what they do, not what they say. Don't listen to what they say, watch what they do, right? That's the saying. I'm swimming with the whales. If you go and look at the on-chain data that is clear for everybody to see, because this is cryptocurrency, this is blockchain, you can see what's actually happening out there in the space, guys. You'll see that the big smart money is gobbling this up and has been accumulating more and more and more and more. They're doing the complete opposite of what you guys are doing right now. They're waiting out and being patient, all this noise that you guys are making within the markets. I don't want to be lecturing you guys, but I think it's important for you guys to hear that. If you're an actual long-term investor, don't act short-term. Don't be short-term. Seriously, it's counterintuitive to what investing is. You have to let things play out. You have to let the noise run itself through. That's what investing is, guys. Anyway, I've been slowly buying these dips. Again, not putting my whole, everything I have in one basket on any given dip, but just slowly buying dips because I am realistic. I do think that there is room to go down further. And if we do go down further, great. Thank you for the opportunity you guys are all giving me and others like me with the same mindset. And I'm going to buy these dips. Anything that you sell, I will buy. And guess what? Institution and big money is all doing the same thing. While you guys sell off your positions, we will buy them. So thank you. If it does go further, great. I'll buy more. If not, even better. Let's go. Let's go to the moon. But that's what I see happening right now, guys. I don't even have to go into much TA because it's right in front of us, guys. Until we actually break this support line of the wedge pattern, I just say let it play out. I just say let it play out. Now I have on this support line, we can go all the way down here. Let's go out to the end of this pattern here, all the way down to $27,245. That is a realistic thing. We could go all the way down there before we find a realistic bounce and before sell pressure gets exhausted. Now, speaking of sell pressure being exhausted, let's actually zoom back in on the 4-hour time frame to see what we can see here on the charts. As you guys can see on Market Cipher B, which is where most of my focus is right now, we have a really, really thick and big, deep anchor wave on Market Cipher B for the 4-hour time frame. Now, we don't have anything just yet as far as green dots. I know a lot of you guys that have Market Cipher like to follow those green dots, but follow a couple of the other indicators as well. Guys, we have RSIs pinching together really, really low, even though they're lagging indicators, guys. You guys gotta see that these RSIs are in oversold territory. We're getting to that 5 line on the RSIs, guys. Look at these anchor waves. We're so deep. We haven't been this deep in months. We're almost down to the 90 on a Market Cipher B, guys. This is super deep. Let me zoom back out of here and show you guys what I mean by that. Keep an eye right here, right? Keep an eye on where we are now. Look how deep we are, almost on that 90. We're going back months. Maybe here when we first got our first throwdown on the price, we got super, super deep. And then, we haven't been that deep in forever. Ooh, right here. When we got the Corona dump, we got super, super deep. So guys, if patterns don't repeat, but they do rhyme, look at the rhyming pattern in front of us. Look at the rhyming pattern in front of us. The last time these things got this low, guys, we found rallies. Granted, of course, we did keep going lower when we got deeper around here, but we did rally back up to that $42,000 price point from the low of where we are now. If you go back to Corona's dump, all the way back here where we got even deeper, guys, we went from, super low. And if you would have held on to all-time highs, you would have been in great profits. So just kind of like perspective, right? It's either do you perceive this as an opportunity or do you perceive this as doom and gloom? Wealth is divided by perspective of the individual. Really, that's the honest truth, guys. That's the honest truth. And it's also divided by patience. You got to have the right perspective and you got to have the right patience to see things through. It doesn't work with everything, especially crap coins. But if you're invested into good investments, sound, technically and fundamentally, you'll see profits if you just are patient and have the right perspective on that asset. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm into another wormhole. I feel like I got to keep reminding people of what's actually happening within the markets, guys. Anyway, let's move on over to Ethereum, guys. Ethereum is going to be the same thing. Let's look at the overall bigger picture, the same pattern basically that we've been showing you guys for the past couple of videos now. Same wedge pattern, still playing out, still ranging within it. We did get pretty low as far as Ethereum goes. We got all the way down close to $1,700 for Ethereum, guys. I did buy a portion of this dip right here just because I'll buy every support line, especially if it's been ranging there for some time. I did buy down here. Let me cancel this out because obviously that trend line didn't hold up. But we still have room to play this out, guys. Now the big question is, does this 1700 support line for Ethereum hold up? Only time will tell. We can't front run the market. Only time will tell, guys. We do show on the 4 hour for Ethereum that we did get the double green dot deep anchor wave. We're at like 75 here on my chart on Market Cipher B. RSIs are starting to point back up here. Let me zoom in here. Sorry about all the craziness. You can see that it's flattening out, kind of going back up a little bit. We got to give it more time, guys. Actually, let me take a step back and look at the dailies as well. We'll do it on Ethereum first. Dailies are looking juicy. Juicy. Look at the last time we got a super juicy daily. Boom. All the way back up, Let's look here. Anytime we get below the 60 line, I just think that's a good time to be getting in. Anytime you get deep anchors like that, that's just oversold territory, guys. Oversold territory. So talking again, maybe not to you traders because it's a little different for traders, but long-term investors, and I'm talking 5 to 10 years, 3 to 5. I'll even go down to 3 years. Not a bad time to possibly take a position. Let's go on over to Bitcoin real quick. Like I said, rewind it. Look at the daily here, guys. This looks beautiful. RSIs are still pointing downwards, so we still have more time for this to get a little deeper before we print any kind of confirmations or maybe find a floor. But man, you couldn't ask for anything better, guys. The last time, like I said this couple past videos, the last time we got deep anchors like this, every single time we have rallied. Do not ignore the daily time frames, guys. Do not ignore the daily time frames. Let's move on over to ADA. Obviously, I can take this off again. Daily time frame looking juicy as can be. RSIs are pointing down, lagging indicator though. If we're going to give it time to go down further. If we get a confirmation here, I will. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what's going on in the market. If we get that double green there, I will DCA again. If I go down to lower time frames, what you guys can expect is us to come down here and test this support line of $1.02, guys. Again, I just bought a little bit more right around this area. I always buy support lines for my long-term holds. We just got to be watching this. If this support breaks, we could go all the way down to 75 cents, 74 cents. Until that happens, though, I'm not really going to worry about it, guys. I'm not going to worry about it. Even if we get down here, I'm not going to be, overly scared about what's going on. I think this is just noise. And I'm still sticking with my guns and the homework that I've done about these 3 assets. I pray that you guys are doing the same. Don't invest before you do your own homework. Don't just listen to other people on the internet. Do your own homework. Come to your own conclusions. Let me show you guys something right here. This is a long-short ratio for Bitcoin currently on the markets, guys. Let me go ahead and reset this so I know I have the most recent data. This is Bitcoin long and shorts on every single exchange. As you guys can see right now, if you're seeing what I'm seeing right here, you can see that 50%, little over 50% are shorting the market, and about 49%, a little over 49% are longing the market. So again, it's kind of split 50-50 right now. Shorts are just a little bit stronger than longs. Again, though, I don't blame anybody for taking long positions right now. Short term, you can see that we have, and this is on a 5-minute time frame, we have a lot more longs. 15-minute time frame. Why is it not? There you go. It's kind of in between, actually. I see more shorts actually right now. 15 minutes. Let's go all the way up to the 24 hour. You can see that we're kind of split right down the middle again, guys, with shorts and longs. Again, it could go either way right now, guys. It can go either way right now. We just got to give it time to play out. Anyway, that's what I see happening within the markets, guys. I'm sorry for ranting again, guys. I just want to really drive my point to everybody. That's what's really happening within the markets, guys. Do your homework. Nothing is changed. It's only gotten better as far as the use case, the technicals, and the development for each one of these assets. The narrative is the only things that's changed. The government telling you things that, let's be honest, guys. Doesn't matter what party's in play or in power. How many times have the government told you something that was absolutely wrong? How many times have the government misled you? These are the same people that got us in the mess that we're in. You know, these institutions, these big banks, the stock market. If you guys have not learned anything from Wall Street bets, they've opened the window or door and shown you guys what really goes on behind, you know, the curtain. They don't want you guys to win. These institutions, this big money, I'll say companies flat out. Well, no, I'm not going to do that. But they don't want you to win. They want you to do their bidding. They want you to believe what they tell you. You got to think for yourself, though. That's the whole purpose of crypto, to get the power back into your hands. Don't let them take it back from you. Mass adoption doesn't have to be this way. So I'm sorry again for ranting to you guys. I hope you guys are understanding the message that I'm trying to share with you guys. Stay blessed, stay profitable, protect yourself at all times. Peace.